next one is we're going to call this the rehash campaign. Now, this is leveraging free data that you guys probably are sitting on. You just don't know how to leverage it the right way. So I'm going to talk about how to rehash, because guess what? After I left Solstice, I created a software called Vanilla. Some of you guys have Vanilla, you just don't know how to use it. And I built it 100% because I was like, what if solar companies just texted their people that were follow-up and they could create deals through automation via text that they would have never got because they were just on to the next door, and they would have like actually thought about this. So we've actually been selling Vanilla off the hook right now because people are starting to say, whoa, I can upload all my database. Like I vanillaed you guys this morning. I sent 100 text messages out. Within 30 seconds, I created a template that said, hey guys, call starts in 30 minutes. Are you gonna hop on, yes or no? And then that was all automated. I clicked the button, boom, sent, 100 people. That's vanilla. I did that to you guys. What if you did that to your customers? What if you did that to your dead leads? What if you did that to your failed credits? You know, you're sitting there in solar alarms where you have to do credit checks, right? I had, you know, let's say 20% of my deals failed credit because they were down 20 points versus where they needed to be. Well, credit changes. What if their credit's good right now? I just forgot about them. So I go to all my failed credit and I run a failed credit campaign. And I text them all and I say, hey, I know we talked like 6 months ago, a year ago or whatever. What we're doing is kind of a revitalization, seeing if people's credit has changed because we truly want to save you some money. Would you be open to revisiting that? If they say yes, you're like, great, click the link, call it and set up a time and we can try you again and see if we can't save you some money. If they say no, you're like, great, let's revisit this in another 6 months, blah, 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 blah. Does that make sense? What about all my not interesteds? Hey, if anything's dispositioned in my system is not interested, like they didn't buy, what if I sent them a thing, be like, hey, I know you weren't interested. We're revisiting some of these older customers that we had talked to and just giving them a second chance on this new promotion we're running. Just wanted to see if you're open to a conversation because now is a time better than ever to take action on something like this and give them a reason to talk to you. Does that make sense? So whether you use vanilla or you use some other system, now is the time to rehash and leverage old data and create a campaign around that. So you can use email, which has about a 20% open rate, but it's better than no open rate. Text has a 98% open rate, so that's a really good one. Or you can use your phone. So get a dialer, upload all your contacts into a dialer. So things like Dialpad, Ring Central, there's a million dialer technologies. And all you do is just hit start and it just starts dialing. And then it stops when somebody answers and you're like, hey, Mrs. Johnson, I know we talked like 6 months ago and you have their information up. And you're like, hey, I know we talked 6 months ago. You told me no. Remember me? I was the guy that knocked on your door, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah. Cool. You got to hear me out. What's going on? I'm sure you've been affected by the corona stuff. You okay? You doing okay? Like just checking in. Yeah, and they're going to want to talk your ear off about this corona thing. And then you're like, anyway, what we're doing is an actual outreach discounted program for this whole epidemic with a lot of people having their jobs change, this and this and this and this, blah, 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 and go into your pitch. Does that make sense? So this is an opportunity. You can even just do some outbound calls to some old data, you know, whether that's referrals, emergency contacts, follow-up, not interested, failed credits, canceled deals, switch deals to different services. Now let's switch them back. Anyway, I'm talking creativity. So